Hello dear student, myself Arif Khan. Welcome back in the second part of the antibiotics. So in this we will see, in the last part again we had seen the general structure of the antibiotic we had seen, in which there is a thiazolidine ring and beta-lactam ring and acyl side chain. This is the beta-lactam ring, 4-membered ring. Then this is the thiazolidine ring, 5-membered ring, which are fused together, and this completely called as penam. And when the penam having this COOH group, that is carboxylic acid group, acid with the penam is called as a penicillinic acid. And on this penicillinic acid, on the 6th position, there is a amino group, and that's why this, if you are including complete this part, so then it becomes 6 amino penicillinic acid, 6 APA, and the rest of that we are treating as a acyl side chain, because acyl side chain is most important, because this R, when it is being varying, it results into a different types of derivatives are forming by this general structure. So when the R is benzyl CH2, this benzyl group, if it is there, that is called as benzyl penicillin. If the R, if you are replacing with this benzyl group, then it is called as benzyl penicillin, or also called as penicillin G. Whereas if the R is phenoxymethyl penicillin, this is the phenoxymethyl organic group. If the R is being replaced with this phenoxymethyl, then complete penicillin is called as phenoxymethyl penicillin, or is also called as synonym penicillin V. So these are the possibilities of the antibiotics depending on the R in the acyl side chain. The alkyl group, whichever the benzyl penicillin. When the alkyl group is phenoxymethyl, is called as phenoxymethyl penicillin. Next, the side chain, whereas depending on the carboxylic acid present in the fermentation media, means these are the naturally occurring antibiotics. That depends on the precursor which we are using by the fermentation process. Which precursor we are using, that depends. We are getting the product benzyl penicillin or penicillin G, or we are getting the penicillin V. So that depends on the precursor in the fermentation media, because by the fermentation process we are synthesizing these naturally occurring antibiotics. So in that presence of corn steep liquor, when we are using this corn steep liquor in the fermentation media or as a substrate in the fermentation media, we are getting penicillin G. And when we are using these phenoxymethyl carboxylic acid types of precursor in the fermentation media, we are getting penicillin V. That depends these fermentation media or the starting material what we are using, which carboxylic acid we are using, depending on that we are getting the particular types of antibiotic, either penicillin G or penicillin V. And it got clear that both are the naturally occurring antibiotics. Next, due to presence of highly strained beta-lactam ring, the benzyl penicillin is degraded rapidly in the strong acidic and basic media. It means that the benzyl penicillin is not stable to the acid in the stomach or in alkaline media in the stomach. It got degraded. There is a breakdown of beta-lactam ring because the beta-lactam ring is highly strained. Next, it also inactivated by the enzyme penicillinase. Penicillinase is the common term which includes the beta-lactamase and acylase secreted by the various bacteria. Now, say this is a bacteria which may produces the particular types of enzymes which is a part of their resistance. Like for example, this enzyme is being produced or secreted by the bacteria which is acting on the antibiotics and causes the degradation. And if there is a degradation or the chemical changes in the antibiotics, it may results into inactivation of the antibiotics. That antibiotics will not be effective for a longer period of time or will not able to kill these bacterial cell, because now in this way the bacteria got developed the resistance by producing certain enzymes. So that depends. So these particularly the bacteria, when they are adopting the resistance against the antibiotics, they are producing the they are producing enzymes such as penicillinase against the penicillin types of antibiotics. So in that there are two categories, beta-lactamase and acylase. The beta-lactamase will act on beta-lactam ring, will break down the beta-lactam ring, and acylase will act on the acyl side chain, will break the acyl side chain. And in that way it may inactivate the penicillins, and that inactivated penicillin will not be effective on these bacterial cells. So this is the part of bacterial resistance. Again, these antibiotics are again inactivated by gastric juices, as I told, benzyl penicillin again, and these penicillin types of antibiotics are more sensitive to the gastric acid, and that's why it should be administered orally with the antacid or strong buffers, in which the directly acid will not act on the penicillin types of antibiotics, or will not degrade the penicillin types of antibiotics, and that antibiotics will retain in GIT or will able to absorb and will produce a systemic effect. Next, this is the typical example, or this is the first example amongst the penicillin types of antibiotic, that is benzyl penicillin, or is also called as penicillin G. So as far as the structure is concerned, we have to see the structure and chemical name. So in these, actually this is the parent nucleus. As per the rule, we have to select the parent nucleus and the substituent. So in this way, if you are taking the penam, and at third position there is a COOH group. If you are taking as a penam 3 carboxylic acid, so remaining all will be this acyl side chain is actually substituent, and these two methyl groups are again substituents. So as per the discussion, we got that it's a penam, and the numbering, we know that penam numbering scheme 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is the this numbering pattern we already seen when we had seen the heterocyclic ring penam. So in the penam, if at the third position carboxylic acid group, so that we call a penam 3 carboxylic acid, we are taking as a parent nucleus. And at the second position there will be a 2 methyl group, we call 2,2-dimethyl, and at the sixth position there will be say acyl side chain, and that we call acetamido. Why we are calling acetamido? This is the aceta, CH3CO is aceta, and NH indicate it's a amide, CONH indicate it's a amide, that's why acetamido, or it's a acetamido. So on acetamido, if we are giving the numbering, so it will be, I will try to give the numbering, it will be the first carbon and this is the second carbon. So on the second carbon there is a presence of phenyl ring, or that we call a benzyl, that we call a benzene, or phenyl. If it is organic group, we are calling it a phenyl. So we are calling that this is a complicated substituent. We have to go for highlighting this part, which is an complicated substituent. So I'm going to highlight that this is an complicated substituent in the given structure. So what will be the name of the complicated substituent that we have to include in the bracket? So that is a 2-phenyl acetamido. 2-phenyl acetamido. So hence at the sixth position 2-phenyl acetamido will be there. At 2 position 2,2-dimethyl, and it will be the penam 3 carboxylic acid. So finally we can see that the name of this structure that we call a benzyl penicillin, that already we had seen penam 3 carboxylic acid. This is the penam. At third position carboxylic acid, penam 3 carboxylic acid as a parent nucleus, that we are mentioning at the last, penam 3 carboxylic acid. And at the second position there will be 2 methyl group, 2,2-dimethyl, as well as the complicated substituent is at the sixth position of penam 3 carboxylic acid. At sixth position, what is the complicated substituent? 2-phenyl acetamido. 2-phenyl acetamido. Though that we have enclosed in the bracket, it indicates this completely attached at the sixth position. This is the sixth position on which this completely complicated substituent is attached, that is the 2-phenyl acetamido. So hence the name becomes 6,2-phenyl acetamido, 2,2-dimethyl, and penam 3 carboxylic acid. Now one can take the name in terms of actually 6-aminopenicillinic acid or penicillinic acid in terms of penicillinic acid, because like second way to give the chemical name in term by taking a penicillinic acid as a parent nucleus. So if you are going to see that except this complicated substituent, remaining complete part we are taking as a penicillinic acid. So on the penicillinic acid, on the sixth position of the penicillinic acid, there is a presence of same 2-phenyl acetamido. So one can write 6,2-phenyl acetamido penicillinic acid. That is again the simple way to write the chemical name of this benzyl penicillin. Instead of writing 2,2-dimethyl penam 3 carboxylic acid, this completely one can replace these 2,2-dimethyl penam 3 carboxylic acid as a penicillinic acid. Okay, so one can take in terms of penicillinic acid or by in terms of these. So next, as far as that was the chemical name and the structure of the benzyl penicillin. Next, physical properties: it is a white, characteristic, bitter taste, fine crystalline powder, hygroscopic in nature, as well as it is very soluble in water. So as far as very soluble, how much part of solvent? This is the say solubility profile, solubility criteria as per IP. So there are descriptive terms which indicate different solubility profile criteria: very soluble, freely soluble, soluble, sparingly soluble, slightly soluble, very slightly soluble, and practically insoluble. So this will discuss one time, so that every time wherever the term comes very soluble or these types of terms, we can correlate this. So how many part of solvent needed to dissolve the one part of solute? Depending on the solubility criteria is to be decided. Like for example, it is very soluble, then it need a less than one part, very soluble, less than one part needed to solubilize the one part of solute. Less than one part of solvent needed to solubilize or to dissolve the one part of solute. So it will be a less than one part, very soluble, it got clear. If it is, if any substance is, say it is freely soluble, then it required 1 to 10 part of the solvent to dissolve one part of solute. 1 to 10 part of solvent needed for one part of solute to get dissolved. In that case, we are calling that particular substance is freely soluble in the particular solvent. So in that way, it has been decided that we call the solubility profile. So it is very soluble. Next, chemical property, that is strongly acidic media, the benzyl penicillin undergoes a degradation in which beta-lactam ring as well as thiazolidine ring both are open, and will give the penicillinic acid. Penicillinic acid is a different A. If it is penicillinic acid is a normal one. Penicillinic acid is a degraded one. Next, in presence of alkali, that is an alkaline media, it get hydrolyzed to give the penicilloic acid by opening the beta-lactam ring. So this we are going to see in the next slide. It got clear that these are the, say, degraded product of the benzyl penicillin, or in general penicillins. When there is a, say, acidic media, this is the general structure of penicillin. We can take in relation with the penicillin G also, that when in presence of acid, strong acid, there is a, say, cleavage of the both thiazolidine ring as well as beta-lactam ring. Now one can see that there are two sides of the breakdown of there are two sides from which or at which these able to break down. So you can see that first side is this for beta-lactam ring, and second side is this one for breakdown of the thiazolidine ring. This is the beta-lactam ring, this is thiazolidine ring. So in presence of acidic media, both the rings will get break down. Now you can see that it got break, beta-lactam ring got break down, as well as this thiazolidine ring will get break down, and both the rings are breaking down, and the product, degraded product, we are calling penicillinic acid. Whereas in presence of base, in case of alkaline media, again it go for or subjected for degradation. So in that case, only beta-lactam ring is being opening or will get breakdown. Thiazolidine ring is intact even though it got degraded. Either opening of both the ring, beta-lactam or thiazolidine, or only the beta-lactam ring, it will get breakdown by the presence of alkali. It's subjected for degrade, or inactivation of the penicillins are there. Inactivation of the benzyl penicillin will be there, and the product is called as penicilloic acid. So these, by both the ways, these both of these in case of general penicillin, or we can call it penicillin G, will get degraded either in presence of acid or in presence of base by opening of beta-lactam, thiazolidine. In case of base, only opening of the beta-lactam ring will give penicilloic acid. So these are all degraded product of penicillins. Next, stability storage, it should be stored in tightly closed light resistance container protected from moisture is a common term. Next, uses of the benzyl penicillin, uses in terms of boil, in the treatment of boils. This is the boil, image for boil. There is a skin infection, inflammation, lesion is forming, purcullar lesion is forming, that is a bacterial infection. So one can treat by using this broad spectrum antibiotic, that is called as a penicillin. Then in the syphilis, Treponema pallidum infection. Next, in the treatment of gonorrhea. Next, pharyngitis, inflammation of pharynx. It's actually a throat infection of pharynx are being involved in this infection. Next, pneumonia, endocarditis due to streptococci. This is again meningitis. Neisseria meningitis is the causative agent. Neisseria gonorrhea is a causative agent for this meningitis. Inflammation of meninges. Meninges is one of the layer of spinal cord. So we'll see that how there's a, say, animation. I'm going to link the animation how these meningitis occur, or what is the physiology behind the meningitis. Next, otitis media, inflammation of middle ear, otitis media, tetanus, diphtheria, anthrax. All these are, again, it may be used in the prophylaxis, prophylactically prevention of the infection, as well as in the dental surgical procedures. And these are the, say, formulation, as well as it is available in the injection, eye drops. All these formulations are there, and Cristapen, Pentid, Palms are the brands for these benzyl penicillin. So in the next part, we will see the other compounds of the penicillin types of antibiotics, and other antibiotics we will see in next part. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for patient listening. Thank you.